Well, some breaking news, more breaking news. President Trump calling Michael Cohen on the phone to, quote, check in as their lawyers went to court over seized documents earlier today, according to the New York Times. Here now to react is Alan Dershowitz, Harvard law professor. What an extraordinary time we live in, Professor. And I'm thinking of all the information that prosecutors and the FBI now have because Mr. Cohen has worked with Mr. Trump for decades. All of the business documents, all of the bills, all of the notes and information that those investigators now have. Who is going through that information right now? And is there any way to guarantee that it won't be leaked to Mr. Mueller, who shouldn't have access to all of that?
Well, there's a 100% certainty it will be leaked. Already today, we've seen some leaking about information regarding a Republican fundraiser and his affair with some playmate. Leaking is inevitable. When the director of the FBI, Comey, leaks information and launders it through a Columbia law professor and then writes a book in which he leaks information that he learned in confidence from the president, we have to understand leaking is part of the way the Justice Department operates and has always operated.
But if this information, forgive me, if this information has leaked, doesn't that pretty much destroy the lawyer-client privilege in the United States? And isn't Mr. Mueller responsible for that?
It's already been destroyed, even if it doesn't leak. As soon as an FBI agent reads material that's lawyer-client privilege, the Sixth Amendment has been violated and the Fourth Amendment has been violated. That's why I'm against taint teams. I'm in favor of having a judge appointed to go through every communication and to make sure that not a single communication gets to any prosecutor or FBI agent that is even arguably privileged or covered by either the Fourth or the Sixth Amendment. That's not the way it's operating today. Today we have FBI agents and assistant U.S. attorneys as the taint team. They're going to read all the material. Imagine if they allowed people to read classified material. They'd never do that. And this is as important under the Constitution as any classified material.
Absolutely.
But they're doing it in an extremely sloppy way, in a way that's not particularly protective.
Well, it's important for our rights. I mean, it is one of the cornerstones of the rule of law in the United States. And you have justifiably criticized the ACLU. I believe you used to be on the board of the ACLU. Instead of defending the rights of innocent people, in this case, of people whose rights have been violated, they're defending the actions of Mr. Mueller.
It's unbelievable that the American Civil Liberties Union has lost its way. There used to be at least one organization that would always stand up for the rights of innocent clients. Remember that what's done to clients can be done to patients and doctor relationship, to penitents and priest-penitent relationship, to spouse who have spousal privileges. And the ACLU is now on the forefront of saying, okay, that's okay. As long as you're going to get Donald Trump, we don't care about civil liberties. Trumping everything is getting Trump, and that's the ACLU. And the ACLU has received my last contribution. I was a proud member of the national board. I sat on the local Massachusetts Civil Liberties Union, went to meetings there. But today, the Civil Liberties Union has become an enemy of civil liberties and a supporter of gotcha legal politics.
Mr. Dershowitz, we've got to go, but I got to ask just one final question. You've been at the White House a couple of times this week. A lot of people are wondering if you're going to end up on the president's legal team. What do you say to that?
No, I went there to advise his staff people who are working on the Middle East issues. I spent many, many hours with the staffers in the Middle East, and then the president very nicely invited me to a short dinner, about an hour and a quarter, an hour and a half. And I'm not going to be his lawyer. I want to remain independent, be able to explain the law to people, to defend civil liberties. Look, just a few of us now are there to defend civil liberties. And the ACLU can't be counted on, and others can't be counted on. So I think my role has become ever more important in trying to defend in an apolitical way everybody's civil liberties.
Alan Dershowitz, great to see you, Alan. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.